run it back. Talk it, let me click over real quick. To let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back. My bad when the check hit the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't getting too bad. My bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Check. Walk 54.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We're set. 19. You're not ready.
To throw is Watson. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's baby shot.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Right here. Kill.
Watson now to throw. Screen play, Johnson. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Watson escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
He's crossing. He's checking cross.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 1 man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the drive with Cook. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's caught. Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Now Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to air one out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. fans, a reminder. I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the gun, here's Watson.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Vikings nothing. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Cousins to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Throwing, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. Going deep for... And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the 31, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Now Cousins, and he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On second down, Hyde. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the I. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it under pressure, and they got to him again. J.J. Watt giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins, and Diggs has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 27 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Miller. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on 3rd down. He finds his target, Fuller. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Miller. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple
fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden lead. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What's that? 19, Mike 54. Hey, 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 hey. Wide, get wide. Whip.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is the very dangerous Mike Hughes. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On the ground, it's Cook. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. He's got a 1st down and then some in midfield. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Safety's gripping.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Johnson, and brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Miller. And an alley to run. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Miller. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Finding fouls complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got Fuller. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Open here, Adam Thielen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again, it's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Cousins now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Whitney merciless, barreling in for the sack. Down 2 scores. I guess they felt like they needed to go for it. They must have thought they had a play to dial up that they could get it, and it didn't work out.
They must have thought, as you pointed out, they had a play, and they were probably looking at the number of possessions that they thought were left in the game. And down 2 scores, they must have felt like they couldn't risk not taking a shot here and giving up that chance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 30 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 41 yards. To throw, Cousins. He gets this one to Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down. Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Watson. And he finds Stills. Complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
First down, a run with Hyde. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 2nd down, it's Miller pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's complete to Fuller. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Miller. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass, and the Texans push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
We ain't going for no crazy shit. We just handle that business. We ain't going for no crazy shit. We just handle that business. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's show up, show out like, whoa. Oh my God. Oh my God. My God, my God. Hold on. What's up, girl? Hey, what's up, man? Are we on party? How I'm in your party and I'm broadcasting this shit? Oh shit! Oh shit! Hey, bro, I'm way Carlos ass out, man. Man, Carlos beat me, man. That nigga beat me 21-6 and 24-6. And talked all kind of big dick Chinese. I tried to get that nigga play for 20. We played for 10. This 24/7 with 16 seconds left. Man, that nigga hurt my feelings, man. I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do a whole ass thing. I hear you, bro. That nigga said, bro, we ain't go over that.
Cousins now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football. all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on the set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Keep it on me 'cause my name ring bells. People see me and can't help themselves. See me and themselves. I wouldn't wanna be anybody else. I never used to think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, hell. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get off. I'm ready like lift off.
I went up 2-0 on the humbug. So I'm up. You know, if the game ends 2-0, I still win by 2 points. You ready? You say you ready? Oh, okay, my bad. Get them boxes out there. That before Jamie come home and tear your ass up. Man, she told her to get right here. Had these motherfucking boxes out there, nigga, before I motherfucking get back home. Woo! Oh shit. I ain't been doing shit the whole time I've been at home. I wash my ass and eat, cook a little bit, and get back on this motherfucking game. Yeah, I'm on vacation. Making all this good water. And this water in the motherfucking refrigerator. This in the freezer. Well, shit, you ain't ready yet. I'm gonna be this crack. That cost $45. Burn with smoke on it. Yeah, but when the battery go dead, the vehicle gonna start. The alternator charges the battery while the vehicle is running. That's what keeps it from being dead when you turn it off and you're ready to use it again. You see what I'm saying? You can charge the battery by jumping in with another vehicle. When that charge runs out, you're gonna need another charge. So I wouldn't charge it and go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You try to jump your truck and drive the truck to the dumpster, to drive the truck back to the house. How long you being lazy? Oh shit. Oh yeah. Dr. Robotnik ass. Dun 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 dun. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why you do that like that? Ooh, I would like do that like that. Do that like that. That little boy, we done catch you too. 48 yards of running back. Running back. Yeah. Boy, that thing gets smashed. Hold on, let me see my meat, please. Hey, I'll be ready. Stuck in my way, man. What would you do if you want me in this man? Now I'm in a second. Someone's gonna love him, boy, I'm gonna make him happy. It was. That's why you Me and Baker been talking about it. You can't play this motherfucker like it's a video game. You playing for money. Cause they mad to make you pay. It was. Nah, I didn't catch that one. The one I caught was Jeremy Fells, my tight end. I pulled the option and I knocked it down. I'm gonna teach you how you do you like that one? Yeah, that was Jeremy Fells. Oh, then I had the one. Oh, that was last game. I had the one with that we wasn't even playing for money. That was the first game. Nah, I think it was last game. Will Fuller went got that one, but I threw it to Kenny Steele. Well, you gotta have him in position. Yeah. And that motherfucker pressure cooker, that was deep. Pressure cooker, bro. That bitch good. Oh, then season that shit up, throw it in there, hit the button, go. Boom.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston. And a second ago, it was a Texas-sized win for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
He was supposed to be over there. Hit some.
And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to 45-yard line.
That return gives him a great opportunity to go out in front. The defense respond after giving up that type of a return.
Paul got him a whole little show this Friday night. Welcome to StonGy's Live, baby. We coming to you. Jacksonville, Arkansas. Supposed to be on the road, but we ain't on the road. You know what I'm talking about? We still cold. Come on. Be up one time. That's a run to the right. Okay. Oh, that boy fumble, man.
Bad start there.
Shit.
Big loss on their
It's like I called this run to the right.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team
that's a run to the right. Get in there.
Because
get in there and holler at him.
The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Deep on there in the second down.
Supposed to be a pick.
Stephon Diggs is intended
my bad, y'all. Shit.
Now it'll be third down.
Man, y'all know my bad. I'll be forgetting. Poor kids be like, oh my God, honey, what are you watching? Oh, I was just playing Madden, Mom. You know what's on the TV in that house?
In mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
Let's go deep. I see what he want to do.
Cousins to throw it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Find
catch it. That's supposed to be a pick, baby. Good play, though. I see what he want to do. Let's go.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Okay. Safety's creeping. Safety's creeping. Safety's creeping.
Break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
My safety always creeping.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that
My
was a
safety
slow
always
move because
creeping. You know what my safety can do?
those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8.
Cousins.
And nearly an interception here on the
Stop playing with his emotions.
But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything.
My safety always creeping. I'm trying to tell you.
Just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception.
Oh,
the key for him now.
I see what I did.
Just move on to the next one.
It's complete.
He caught it. I see what I did.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article.
Yeah, got it right that time. Got it right that time. Let's go. Game time.
Cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
That's it right there. That's it right there. This is a pick right here. Yeah, this is a pick right here.
On 2nd and 9.
Yep.
Cousins.
Yep. That's a sack. That'll work. Good shit, JJ. Bag him up.
Back at 38. J.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's get him, boy. We get him going in the first quarter. That'd be huge. If I can get him 2 more sacks in the first quarter, well, that's huge. He gonna be on one. Heat seeking.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
There he is. We know who to watch. We know what they want to do.
3rd and long for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Oh, my God. Get there.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 37 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
I ain't even looking in the backfield, man. Look at that.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, yeah. You did that. That's good coaching. You're really good coaching.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Too late.
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him that time escaping the danger, working with it and picking up a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry. Just a yard on the first down carry.
How did not let me get that, boy?
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lamar Miller.
Get up in that hole, boy.
To the 36-yard line.
Use a stumble recovery. I'm with you, baby.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Miller.
First down.
Gets it down to the 32.
Point of impact.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, Go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taking down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
When you on my mind, I can't ever get up. Everybody hands go. And they stay there. Oh,
It's Miller, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
I see the hole. Boom! Touchdown! Oh, they hold me in, boy.
12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to push it in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. He was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
I agree with you totally.
9 plays, 74 yards.
Decisive run to punch it in.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied.
All I do is win, no matter what. Is my nigga still kicking on points today? Let's see if we can drop one in there. Drop one in there. He ain't dropped that one in there. I want you to bring that shit up, bro.
Feel it a couple yards deep.
Yeah. 20, 21 was what a pressure could have got to doing this thing over this. Pressurized
the 21-yard line.
We got good aromas going and shit. I'm gonna fire this. I'm recording. Hey. Y'all, it's going down, man. StonGy's TV. I appreciate y'all for checking in, man. You know what I'm saying? We in here. We doing it. Oh, yeah. Read that. Wow.
What you're looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
13-yard right there.
You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business
and reestablish themselves now.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Okay, D.
Cousins.
Wow!
He's able to complete the dance right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought.
Wait.
Passing game. Because it's right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins, the linebacker Zach Cunningham here to finish that play.
There's no trace of nervousness there. He's able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing, Cousins.
Good D!
Incomplete.
4th and 6. What he gonna do? What he gonna do? Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby. Way to D up.
There's a time to force it. He felt like he needed to make
Way
a
to
play.
D up. Way to D up. 4th and 6. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there.
Hey, man, we're going to make it do what we do, baby, because we is what we is, and we ain't what we don't.
They'll try and throw for it here.
No! Turnover down! Let's go!
Knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Charles,
why in the world do you take
trying
that
to play us like we just
Make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes we're so confident.
Get out there. I see the hole. Get out there, boy. Everybody to the line. Everybody to the line. Clock line. We're going to do some good clock, man.
Maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, Lord.
hauled in downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15.
Like how he threw him open, man.
Too shy of the 10.
But you know, only his man can
That
get it.
goes for a gain of 31.
And we get the ball in half. I'm sure.
Position after the
I'm
big
sure
play.
now.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
And he's going to
this one down to about the 5.
2-1.
Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
No, it's on what it's always on.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights.
Get in there, first down. I rolled on top of it.
This will be enough to pick up the first.
Third and 1.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Third one.
They got 2
This
of the 3
is
they
due.
needed there. Leaves them with 3rd
This
and
is
just a
due.
yard.
See, first down. That's the first down. Yes, it is. That's the first down, baby.
He's tackled at the 2.
Yeah. Shifted the wrong way. Oh!
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Pants on the ground, pants on the ground. Looking like a fool with your pants on. What you
Now a
doing?
timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Damn.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans.
Second man through. He always clear.
Hopkins. In the final seconds.
5 seconds left in the half, baby, and I get the ball back. Welcome to StonGy's TV, baby. This is how we doing it. We put it down. It's Friday night. Coming to you live, Jacksonville, Arkansas. Hey, you know what it is right now? I believe it's the 3rd day of January. It be Friday night. You chilling with me. Come on, baby. Let's get it. Woo! Don't let it return that thing, y'all.
Touchdown. Here's Fairbairn now to
Man,
kick
you
it
tripping,
away.
bro.
And they will not get a chance to return
you
this
gonna
one
stop
as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He just missed a couple opportunities. 5 seconds, baby. 5 seconds, team. All we gotta do is hold these niggas for 5 fucking
Here are
seconds.
the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play. They'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
A fight for the
Oh, I get a field goal. I get a field goal out of this.
Picked off by the
It's 1 second left.
Roby.
Damn. It's too far for a field goal. Shit. Hey, nigga, I was gonna try shit. We'll try to get a field goal out of this
Ready to
bitch.
go here for their next drive. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus
Oh,
yards. See what happens.
Don't forget
Boy, ain't got nothing over the
that
top
taking
line.
the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over.
14-7, baby, get that ball back.
You do have
We
the
ain't gonna
chance
do what we do.
either making the
The
play
pressure
happen
to the roll.
or give a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Don't stop the ball.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in
Good
the
return.
third
Let's
quarter.
go.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
What's up, boy? Hey, you gotta go put some pants on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
Ah,
On second
dang!
down, it's Miller.
I said I knew he was
This one up to
going
the
to get
26.
by him. This off to the races, boy. It's off to the races, boy. I'm talking about we out there in Oakland, Hot Springs, doing our thing. Corned beef sandwich in one hand and a Coke in the other.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
Oh, there you go. Oh! fucking pick. Don't let him return it. Don't let him return it. They ain't gonna play me. I tried to go up my back foot. Come on, Stone.
24-yard line.
Boy, they cleared over
That
too.
time for Stills.
Should have been beat top.
Possession of the third quarter.
He bagged up quicker than I thought he
Second half
would.
tone setter.
Indeed.
It's a run. It's a run. It's a run. Run to the right. Run to the right.
Running out
He better shift that. Oh yeah, I told him. Run to the right.
instead of running out onto the field.
Has that happened to you before?
Go.
Stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. The guy carrying the ball.
Let's go, D. Stand
Really nice
up.
run.
Stand up on something.
They run it again with Cook.
Stand up, show him what you made of. Stand up, show him what you made of, boy.
As he's taken down in the back.
What's up, boo?
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nah, you need to ask her. She ain't here. I don't mess with her. Let's go one time, D. Stand up one time, D.
Cousins on 3rd and 2.
Stop that niggas on. 4th and 2, let's go. What are you gonna do?
We have not seen a whole lot of wide open
Stand up one time,
receivers.
show what you made of.
Seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion.
What I'm talking about, baby.
Cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the score.
Let's go. I feel like we got that possession back. I like that, G.
Movement after.
You do a pick inside of 30. You got 3. I'll take it.
When that happens, doesn't
It
it?
certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden
Take
change.
it, let's play out.
Interception, you got to put out
Good.
the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is fielded a
Got
couple
it.
yards deep.
Got him behind it.
And he'll make it across the 20.
One too many jukes, baby.
Shot at the
One too many
23-yard line.
jukes.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
See,
And
I like
following
what
the
I see.
interception, just any
like what I see.
interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start
They
getting
gonna
this
hold.
drive? No,
Get up
just
in
throw
it.
that out the window.
I think you are.
Hole there. The hole is there.
Run back out there.
The hole is there, I promise.
Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll keep it on the ground. Miller. And he'll get this
Keep
one
them
up to the
honest.
26.
Keep them honest.
They
Keep
fall
them
on the
honest.
first down,
Keep
1 yard run
them
with a
free.
minimal gain of 2.
Give us free. I know
To
this
throw is
bitch.
Watson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He can run for it.
First down!
And he gets it to the 30.
Let's go, D. Watts. Boy, you fuck
Hey,
boy.
And the result is a first down.
Out there said you bar mitzvah. I don't know what the mother niggas talking about, but nigga, hey, started T fucking with you. Boop, outside. Oop, get behind.
Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 36.
I see you, boy. I see you, boy. I see you. I see you. We don't teach about that.
45. And this is going to turn into another.
You grab my
first
run,
down
I'ma
as the
bust your
tackle is
ass.
made at the Vikings 43.
You grab my running lane, I'ma find a way.
Third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun.
That go a hole right there. Get in.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
That's how you control the clock right
In the
here.
first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he
Fourth
is going to be
quarter, fourth quarter.
behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Fourth quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National
You dropped
Football
that bomb
League
on
of EA
me.
Sports.
Baby, you dropped them bomb. You turn me on me. Baby.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson.
I see you, boy. Show out. Show out one time. What you mean? I get up in? That's DeAndre Hopkins. He get over when he want to. All they say, hey man, I'm gonna get over there. Like that, do your thing, bro. Man, I ain't getting over like that. That's like probably he in the top 3 in the league, man. You talking about how he getting over?
Wrapping this one up.
I'm gonna show you how you get over again right here. You drop the bomb.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
What?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's second and goal back to the 8-yard line.
You talking about they didn't get a field goal right now. That nigga praying and shit. He'll touchdown on this play, nigga.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Same play on the way. Touchdown.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Hey, it's a mind thing, shawty. But they didn't say it's a Tua thing, shawty.
And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role in those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom
21 to 10. Get that right.
Contributing to their lead.
21 to 10.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Bow! Hit something.
And not a bad return here. He gets it
Well,
out to the 20.
they coming on, man. They doing all they can do, bro. They like in the Army right now. All that you can be against the Texans, reserves, some shit like that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal.
This is big right here. I feel it, John.
They'll be looking for a touchdown.
He dropped your hair, yeah. Good D. Good D, bro. Good D.
Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable.
Just drop him.
Chunks. We'll see if they can get the
He's gonna drop another.
An incomplete pass.
He might drop it.
Second and 10 from the
You come over here
25.
and me.
Now Cousins.
Good.
Left side caught by Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
You know what? If I play my damn
Vikings first down.
I can make you go on
Two
me.
scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't
If I
take
just
your
do
time.
my part,
Even if you don't want to commit to
I can make
14-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency.
Looking for his
yeah, man. You see that pick? Did you see that pick, bro?
Margaret McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he turns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Bro, because I be telling him, throw it to me, man. I paid this nigga $500,000 to throw me that ball. What you
And
mean?
now in this situation,
He better do that motherfucker to
interception
me.
here, when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt. And in a
You
big
said
way.
I'm sitting in the country and chill, man.
High. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Bro, I got my motherfucking living room, my kitchen, and my dining room all in one, nigga. Shit.
That quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4
Oh, shit, yeah. I can play the game in the kitchen or the living room. What?
establish himself.
Man, I'm supposed to juice him something serious.
Shoulders will lead the way.
I'm talking about I was just supposed to just, man, it wasn't even supposed to be
All you want to do is
fair
get
what I
around
was
those
supposed to
big
do
fellas,
then.
have a little vision,
Should
and
have
find
ran
some
mine.
space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
Same place. Get in there. I'm trying to
That's
stop
not going to
him.
be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, man, you trying to kick some knowledge? You trying to kick some knowledge?
And that's going to make it fourth down.
Want a double burger with cheese? Let me get a double burger. Nigga, I said with cheese.
As they'll go for it on fourth. 2 minutes left to play in
Somebody
this
give you
football
some
game
stupid
here
shit.
on EA Sports.
Carlos, good game, bro. Hey, bro, nah,
So it's Texas football as we welcome you back. And
you need to practice some more. Nah, ain't gonna be no stop, bro. I'm getting the first down.
Watson now to throw.
I talk too much.
Escape and he goes down.
But you down, they don't make no level pointers in football, bro.
Where you feel the
I can afford to turn it over on down.
Plays, defense has to stay out there, but for the offense,
You call
doesn't
somebody
work
right
out.
now
Such
and done scored a left one in
Be a
football,
deflator.
and you can have
The
that.
defensive guys, if they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely
I didn't get it all. Ooh, that's a big note. But still gonna be sack. JJ, that'll work.
He goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now Cousins. Now in desperation. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 30
Boy, Carlos, man, he crossed the middle. He gonna try it again. Watch. He's gonna get beat. I scored with that shit.
Touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's
not supposed to hold everything. Man, don't get this game excited and shit.
Anywhere yet? You got a one-score game.
In minute 20 left, he got 2 timeouts. Boy, I'm gonna do something serious in this clock.
Percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side.
Oh, yeah, we on that shit.
No doubt.
Did you not? Carlos, you happy now, Carlos? You got some old shit. Are you happy now?
Back within a single point here in the fourth.
I'm glad you happy now. I'm glad you happy now.
Touchdown.
That type of shit. Baby, you see this shit, man? Hell nah. You wouldn't even say hell nah. You just drop your head and shake.
The effort snuffed out. The
ball, nigga. Just don't pump. Ball game.
Onside kick when you don't
shit,
get it.
Ball game. You chose to
play,
use.
and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything.
It's over now.
You're trying your best.
I gotta snap this motherfucker a couple times, make you use them time out.
Field position.
It's over. I just touched that.
Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep.
I tried to juice both of them.
Now they've given up that type of field position.
I tried to juice them.
Switch to their opponent.
Good gain there on first down, and it keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, into picking up nice yards. Keep the clock rolling.
It's on, boy!
6 yards.
It's on, boy! Show out, kid! Let go! Ball game, baby! Ball game! Ball game! Lamar Miller! Bro, I don't, Carlos, the same way we play now, how we always play, bro. I don't change nothing. On the 5 or 6 minutes. That's why they call, I don't have no 30, he's on 20. Lowe's, the same way we playing now. Y'all been chewing the clock. Yeah, that's chewing the clock. I haven't had the ball no more. 21-18, good game.
So Houston going to come away here with
the victory. It's chewing the clock.
Always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home.
Hell no. How they let you catch that damn 2-point conversion was easy.
Every snap was a major league drive. They had to win it.
That nigga done called me a tip. We done knocked it down. This motherfucker need to catch it off the tip. Oh, you see what's happening, baby? Yeah.
We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough,
hey man,
that you have to deal with
it real to feel with them Texas Houston, man. I'm finna go down here. I might get to catch a playoff game. Damn, we playing home tomorrow, don't we? What's up, man? We're going back to Black to 20. Bro, it ain't Gucci, it's me, bro. I'm sweet. I'm sweet, bro. I put the user juke on them, bro. I juked into you. That's what made him And then he went sauce the nigga up at the first down line for the first down. Oh, that nigga. Bro, hey, man, you remember Jackson? Jazz, man, that nigga don't want to block or nothing. Hey, man. Bruh, the game was just up there, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was at their height and thing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was just at, you know what I'm saying? The game was at the most high level it could be on that play. And he just made a, you know what I'm saying, made a good play. Your guy made a good play, we made a better play, you know what I'm saying? Who on? I'm feeling good. Who on? Carlos got me. I'm feeling like I've been whooping niggas. I'm at 50. Who won't run for 50? What's up? 50? Carlos, you shouldn't even been in that game, bro. You shouldn't even been in that game. The 6 point, the 8 points you did have, you shouldn't even have it. Or the 18 points, you know what I'm saying? You should have had about 3. Hey, because I let you get that. On that deal, bro. Just go and give it up, bro. On that deal, bro. I'm nice, bro. I wouldn't even play with my team, bro. I wouldn't even play with my team. But hey, bet against me then. When I play with my little niggas, say I got 25, he beat you, Tony, and I'm gonna cover that. I got another 25 with myself. You ride with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta ride with me, you ride with them. And then that way you won't feel like, yeah, check. Yeah, I do that sometimes. They say this dude right here with the shoes in the Snapchat group. He in the chat. Oh no. Who's this Damien nigga? Let's see if he said shaking my fucking head. Anybody else wanna run? I'm finna go message his ass. I had to send him a friend request. I want to DM you. What's up? You trying to lose some? Ooh, Bank running for me, bro. I thought that nigga gonna beat his ass 2 days ago. He running for me. He running from me, bro. Carlos trying. What's up, Carlos? I gotta sign that on myself. That nigga said don't put it on there. Bro, Bake not doing me like he do them other niggas, bro. It's not me that's running, it's Bake that's running. Bake, you in the game right now? Ah, okay, I was sure about to send it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't. Bruh, Bake can't fuck with me on this shit, bruh. Bake playing video game football. I'm not going for that shit, bro. The other niggas going, and I'm riding with him. I'm riding with him when he do what he do. But he not gonna beat me with it. Bruh, I said I'm riding with him when he play them other niggas because they can't fuck with it, but he not gonna beat me like that. I said he's not gonna beat me like that. He is not going, let me put it to you like this. He is not going to beat me running with Tyreek Hill. Bake going to have to throw him, but he going to have to play football with me. Wow, man, no cheese. It's on. You damn sure can't fuck with me. I can stop Zeke, nigga. That ain't no problem. What's this weed, nigga? Ride your own nuts like you ride bake, nigga. I'm on your ass tonight, nigga. I'm on your ass. Play me for 100 right now, Los. Play me for 100. Okay, then. Nigga, I'm a boxer, because I'm going to go to the ground with you. Nigga, I'm going to take one. I'm going to take one and get in there. And I'm going to grab your ass and we going to the ground. Oh, bro. No, bro. I ain't even that good though, for real. But I'll beat Bake though. I'm gonna see if we can get some money on me and Bake. I'm gonna see what these niggas do. Me and Bake gonna play. See what these niggas talking about. Even if I lose the Bake, I might win my money on the side bet. How you gonna bet against yourself? Nigga, Vegas do it all the time. What the group been waiting to see? Yeah. Hey, them niggas been waiting to see this, cuz. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, babe, I'm not going for that bullshit. Then you playing with the Cowboys, too? Bro. Babe. Hey, nigga said I got 40 on baby. Oh! Carlos need to be trying to bet right now. This is what we need, because everybody gonna put the money on you. They know I'm kind of nice, but they ain't never seen us play, so they won't even know if you throwing the game. See what I'm saying? Hey. Nigga, why, bro? I can't stop talking about this shit. Turn this motherfucker off.